Hey guys, I am back with another YouTube video. And as always, I thought of something. And I was prompted by God to make this video. I think He was, okay with me making this video. But it was earlier today I had this thought. And a lot of women who are single, Christian women or not, um, you are waiting for your husband, but you are waiting with this anxiety, you are waiting with this, I don't know, it's like your main focus. It's like an idol, okay? So you think about it all the time and it's all you think about. Well, just so you know, I kind of want to help guide you out of that a little bit. So, well, hopefully a lot of it. But anyway, typically a lot of us women and men meet our spouses in college. So if you went to college, you did not meet your husband or your wife there, that's all right. And then after college, you jump into your career. If you didn't meet your husband um, or your wife, men, women on the job, okay. So it's like, okay, if I don't meet him as a woman, if I don't meet him in college, if I don't meet him on the job, if I don't meet him at church, let's just say you go to church, like, where is he going to come from? Like, how am I going to meet him? Well, step number one is to make sure that you have established a relationship with God, because a lot of what's on the inside of us, if it's not filled, if there's a void, we may look for our spouses to fill those voids, and that's just not fair to them. We need to make sure that we are whole completely with God, with Jesus Christ. So if you're a woman seeking a husband, number one is get a relationship with Christ first. Fall in love with Christ first. Learn to hear his voice first. Okay, so with you and Jesus, with you and God, you are established. There is a relationship and you love God and he has healed you. You have recovered from a lot of setbacks, some trauma. You've healed from some trauma. Maybe God can expose, or Jesus can expose some things in you that you never thought were there. You never thought needed to be healed. You never thought needed to be corrected. Maybe you're not, let's just say you're not open-minded enough. Well, you need to become open-minded, because the world doesn't revolve around you. And God is definitely here to help you. He loves you and he wants to see you restored and operating at your highest state. So I would make sure that you have a relationship with Christ first, reading the word and then just talking to him. Well, how do I establish a relationship with Christ? If you've had a friend before, you know how you talk to a friend and how you love your friend and you would do anything with your friend and you're always talking to your friend. Um, you call your friend, hey, I need your feedback on something. I need your advice about something. It's the same thing with Christ. He wants to be involved in your life. God wants to be involved in your life. So if you don't have that established, let Jesus Christ, let God be the foundation, and let him lead and guide you. And just have experiences with God. There's so much to learn about God and Jesus. Just just focus on them. Focus on him. Them. Uh, I do recognize Jesus and God as two separate entities, though they are one. Jesus is the Son of God, and God is God. He is the Father of all creation, and he's head of all things. But make sure you have a relationship with Christ. That is the biggest thing. So don't be so quick to, my husband this, my husband that. Make sure that you are complete enough and that you're in a good state to meet your husband. Okay? So we want to prepare the heart. We want to prepare the mind. We want to prepare the spirit. We want to prepare the soul for the blessings that God has for us. And we need to do that by establishing a relationship with God and being obedient. And that comes with listening and communication and experiences. As you grow with Him, you will learn His voice, and that's very important in the season of marriage or during your journey of getting married and finding a spouse. Once you get the foundation out the way, it's like, okay, I am whole, I am complete, I have a relationship with God, everything is fine, I feel good. It's like, good. I'm glad you feel good. Number 2, get a life. Get a life. Like, don't sit in the house praying, God, where's my spouse? It's like, hey, wait a minute. I thought we cleaned that up. Get a life. Just get out the house. Like, what do you enjoy? Do you like golfing? Do you like bowling? I went bowling today. I haven't been bowling in nearly 10 years. You like bowling? Do you like skating? Do you like to travel? Do you like arts and crafts? Do you like visiting museums? Do you like social networking? Do you like trying out different restaurants? Do you travel to different cities to try the most popular restaurant in that city? Do you like to sew? Do you have any hobbies? Do you like pottery? Do you like shopping? I think we all like to shop. It's fun, and then it's online too. It's like great. Not trying to show my irresponsibility here. I believe everyone should be financially responsible, but it's okay to treat yourself sometimes. What do you like? Have you wanted to learn a new language? Um, I don't know. I don't know what your career is, but what do you like? What do you do to enjoy yourself, or what could you do to enjoy yourself? Is it travel? If it's travel, then travel. If it's pottery, then go make some pots, some clay pots. If it's bowling, bowl every weekend. If it's skating, go skating every Sunday. If it's taking walks in the park and reading a book, listen, the list goes on and on and on. It's a case by case basis. It depends on what you like. Enjoy yourself. Get out of the house and meet your husband, okay? Because he may not be online, but that's another thing. He may be online. You may meet him online. But if you go back to the foundation of this message, establish a relationship with God and make sure you can hear His voice. Because there are so many people online, and it can be dangerous dating online. But if it's meant to be for you and your husband to meet online, it's better for you to hear from God that, yes, it's okay to talk to that person. That's why a relationship with God is so important, because you need to make sure to hear it's okay. This man is a safe zone for you. It's okay. Or no, this is not the one. Don't deal with him. Don't talk to him. Not that the person could be a bad person, but he's just not for you. Let's not waste time here, okay? Because, the older you get, the older we get, we want to get married. But to me, getting married should be as young as possible. I mean, when I say young as possible, I mean a few people, graduate from high school and get married. My class, the class high school that I graduated from, all of my peers are married with children. So, young as possible, straight out of college. I mean, or, before mid-20s, okay, is more ideal. That can be argued because they say, well, when you're in your 30s, you're more mature, you know what you want, you have been through self-discovery, and you can handle a marriage better because you're in yourself when you're in your 30s. In yourself meaning that you're more solidified as a person, more settled, and so you can handle marriage versus someone of a younger age. This is all debatable, and it's true, and it makes a good point. But my point is in this video for women who are seeking a husband, get out the house and just live. Do not wait. You know the saying, a watched phone never rings. A watched phone never rings. So instead of just sitting around the house, get out and enjoy yourself. You've never gone biking or hiking before. Go buy a bike and go biking. There is a platform called Meetup, meetup.com, and it's local everywhere. And you find with meetup.com, you just find your interest groups. Join an interest group. There's a chess club, there's a debate club, there's a yarn club, there's a travel club, there's a checkers club, there's a Uno club, there's a programming engineering JavaScript club. They have, they have a club for everything. And if there is not a club that you would take interest in, you can create your own club, and then people will join your club, and you will be amongst people that have the same interest as you do. Now, wouldn't that be fun to, I don't know, my point is, get out there, meet people, network, because you just never know where your husband may come from. If he comes from online, God will tell you that, and he will lead and guide you, and it'll happen. It'll just happen, but it'll happen his way, his timing, and your obedience is important. And so being able to hear from him, you would need to hear from him. But that's just really across the board, hearing from God. So get out the house, do something. Like, for example, today I haven't been, like I said before, I haven't been bowling in so long. I went bowling today and had a really good time. Met this family. They were like, their lane was right next to mine, and I'm not a shy person, so of course, I'm smiling and talking to them and woo-hooing them, and they're woo-hooing me when I make a strike. And so just networking and establishing a relationship, with them, rapport. And so when I was getting ready to leave, they were like, "Oh, you're leaving? No, don't leave, don't leave." It's like, this is my third game. I gotta go. But you get to build so many relationships, and who's to say that this family, that they didn't know someone that they would like to introduce me to. They could have been like, "You know what? I have a nephew, or I have a son. I just like you. I would love for you to meet my son." Look at that. And that could have been a possibility, but you cannot have those connections and those opportunities if you're just in the house. Get out the house and live, and join interest groups. Your local library. My local library, they always have events. There's always something going on. And just Google events like what's it called, Eventbrite or something. Go to concerts. I last year I went to my first orchestra, and it was amazing. I went by myself because I don't know anyone with an interest in an orchestra concert. I just don't. Family, no nothing. I like that kind of stuff. I'm more on the intellectual side, so I love orchestras. I love reading books and things like that. That sounds boring, but that's just my thing. And I went, and it was a great experience. I'll never forget it. I think I still have the video footage. Um, but yeah, be around people who share the same interests as you, and just not just that, just live a little bit. Just go to the grocery store. I don't know. You need groceries, take your time, I guess. Enjoy grocery shopping. Maybe you don't enjoy grocery shopping. Maybe that's a me thing. I like grocery shopping. When I go to the grocery store, most of the time I go straight to produce. I love produce. I love produce and I love grocery shopping. It's fun. I love all the options and I love to cook. So grocery shopping, cooking hand in hand, I guess a little bit. But yeah, that was my message to you all. Ladies, just enjoy yourself. Do not sit and wait for your husband. Live. And at the right time, he will connect with you. He will come to you. God will lead him to you. But you can't be all, I don't know. You just do your thing. Live your life. Live. Get out the house. Go see some relatives across the country or something. I don't know. Overseas, if you have family members overseas, maybe a friend. I don't know. And you just never know where you may find him. But you need to get out of the house. I recommend you get out of the house. Okay. I feel like there could be more. I feel like God, the Holy Spirit is like, there could be more, but anyway, I think this is fine. I'll make a part 2 if there's more. So, but yeah, I am going to go ahead and end this video. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel. My channel is up and growing. It's something I'm starting. I've always wanted to start it, and I'm doing it now. See, I'm living. I'm starting my own YouTube channel. That's what I wanted to do. And so I would just really appreciate the subscriptions if you all would subscribe and hit the notification bell. Every time I make a video, you will be notified. And I thank you so much for your support. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye.